Greetings everybody and welcome back to Rebuilding the Commonwealth with myself. So last episode we set up this lovely church, and the one before we set up this beautiful cemetery, which every time I look at it I like it even more. God, I love this place. As before, I think at the time of this video I have my 50th subscriber, so thank you very much for that. Make sure, if you do enjoy this, like, comment, subscribe, all that lovely stuff that all the other YouTubers tell you to do. Really helps me out, gets this to the masses. I want to get to a point where I start getting like double digits in the likes every video. It's like the sign of success. And there's the other YouTubers being like, I want to get 1 million likes, and I'm happy with like 10. Never mind, I do the series for fun. Okay, so back here, Jamaica Plain, as you know, the church is well and truly done, with the exception of whatever I'm going to do on the inside here. If you guys think of what I can put in here, please leave a comment, let me know, because I don't usually do this, but I'm really stuck for ideas, and I'm never usually stuck for ideas, but I've never built a church. I've never set up a church, I've never designed one, so I don't know what to tell you. Now, this episode I'm going to create some more walking and open spaces. I want Jamaica Plain to be quite a lush territory, I want it to be really friendly, I want it to be with aspects of pre-war, like all this grass. What on earth is going on now? Get my trusty dragon off. Looks like we've got a fight on our hands. I think that's only one of them. I think we can handle this. That's a settler. That looks like a gunner. He's down. Come on, there's one left. There he is. And off with your head. That was rather annoying, must be said. The attacks along here come pretty frequently. I think this is one of the more under fire settlements. It must be mentioned. Take that grass out of the road. As I was saying, I want Jamaica Plain to be quite a friendly, pedestrianised sort of area. That's not very good rendering from there. I don't even have anything in the way. Never mind. This... Oh, I can't carry this body. That's annoying. Need to wait for him to despawn. Yeah, what we're going to do is create some walking spaces. I'm going to create some areas that my civilians will enjoy walking through. Some nice green areas. Open the place up a bit, because there aren't very many routes through the city. You've got those sort of dilapidated alleyways. I want to put in some more greenery, so... I think if we have too many of this type of house, it's going to get really repetitive, very redundant. So I'm going to convert this building here into more of a hotel or guest house. This is where quite a few residents will be staying. This is where visitors would ideally come and sleep. This area outside, I'm thinking of making a communal space. This retaining wall I could theoretically extend to create some roadblocks, some visual cover, and possibly use this space up here for a garrison for the Minutemen. So we could have a defensive team on this side of town. Then those here in the community area, they won't have to worry, you know? Won't have to worry. So I'm really not too sure how this is going to go down, so let's drop down a quick save. And we'll try our luck. Now, as far as I can tell, let's move this out of the way. This is a very simple house frame. It just happens to be the broken version of the house frame. So, in theory, this should all go away very easily. I don't want to keep anything inside it. We'll be doing all that from scratch. And we can keep the basic stuff, but most of the stuff here just needs to go. I can't scrap that. That couch is the dirty version, so that can go. A debris decal. Clock. Ooh, circuitry. Thank you very much. I like how that is glitching through the floor. Toy alien. Yes, as you can see, this is pretty much two-dimensional. It's part of the build kit. It's the same build kit that I have. It's just the post-war version, whereas I have essentially the pre-war version. I mean, the pre-war version just looks nice. The windows are intact, all that kind of jazz. So, I put these in here just to keep the place lit up initially. So the roof can go. Stains can all go. I'm going to put all these people out of a sleeping arrangement for the sake of creating some walking space and community area. But it's going to be worth it. Now this house wall was part of the kit, so we'll remove that. Let's clean this up while we're at it. Papers, of course. So this is where we're getting most of the power from. This pylon and that pylon down the end. That was a stain. Lovely. Excuse me. Mattresses, mattresses. All these sleeping bags are gone. That can go. I don't want the happiness to keep dropping, so what I might do is set up some sleeping bags and all that crap in another house just for now, till we can get the guest house up and running. So let's put down a couple of beds in here just to mull people over for a while. Luckily we're doing this before the population has gotten really big, so we'll be okay for now. I mean, feel better, lads. You've actually got a... Okay, not really a bed with a roof over your head, but you know what I mean. Close enough. You're sleeping with at least 4 walls. So that will mull those guys over for a short while. This bus I will eventually get rid of too. It's a bit of an eyesore, and this isn't a communal area until we have it removed. Door can go away. That can go away. Sleeping bag can go away. So can the matches. Oh, Minuteman squad's just loaded. Not that I haven't had the game open for nearly an hour while I've been surveying this area. Oh. I don't think I had anything important clamped to that anyway. So the porch can go. Of course the stairs can go. The house frame can go. So can that. So can that. Back steps and the door. Excellent. So we have this cut through, essentially. Now this retaining wall is essentially... Is that lower or slightly higher? And how many bricks we got? So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 layers of bricks to the floor here. This is lower. I'm tempted to make this into a kind of park anyway. Question is, if I use snappy builds, can I fill this with actual grass? That is a good question. Grass. So I had a commenter on one of my videos last week. I think it was the cemetery episode. Apparently I am Fallout 4's landscaper. According to No Capitals, I think his username was. I thought that was quite funny. I could imagine myself being just a landscaper for this game. It's pretty much all I'm really doing. I'm like an architect, landscaper, you name it. I'm more likely doing it than not. So I thought that was quite funny. So well played, sir. Now we have to fight with this unbelievably difficult and very well tested snapping system. Thanks, Bethesda. See, when you get a good streak of it, it goes. It really goes. Okay. Now I have to remember, whatever I do to one, I have to do to all the others. So we lower that by 10 units and bring it inwards by 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110. And then dip it down. That doesn't show up through here, which is exactly what we want. So this needs to go down by 10, down by 20. How high do I need to bring that up?
Let's do this.
Oh, for crying out loud. Oh, it's an assault truck. And a Colonel Gutsy. Don't really know why they go for me anymore. Like, I'm level 162 for crying out loud. I have practically every ability in the game. Like, leave me alone. Oh, don't tell me you're gonna have trouble. No. For fuck's sake. Mind you, it could be because we have this in place over here. Oh, I think I had it just there. Yes! Ooh, and that doesn't quite match. So if I go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, that now does match. Back to the regular grass, which we are accustomed to. I'm not sure I'm going to get this to snap like at all. I think I'll just have to improvise this one. That is very well improvised, I must admit. Cue the obligatory hooligans outside. It's about standard for this time of night. You know, I kind of got burnt out of doing this quite some time ago. It's probably like the reason you didn't see me upload for like 6 months at one point. Not just because I was saving and buying a house, which is where I live now, but I think I did so much that I just kind of burnt myself out of it, which was a big issue for me. Okay, we want the long path. Then again, we have this concrete path here. Because I think the only long concrete path we have Excuse me. Because ideally I'd want a path surrounded by concrete for this. But all we have is like hardware in dirt. Yeah, I mean that's just like forest dirt. I think I could make grass work. We could make it work. So we put this path through here. The problem is if I tear up this sidewalk, I reckon it's going to look really, really ugly. Probably going to look uglier than me. I have to properly rearrange this sidewalk as well. Let me raise this just till it comes up through there. That way the grass is at a higher height. You know what, let's just scrap this. Scrap this entirely. Actually, worst comes to worst, we have sidewalk blocks, so I'm not sure why I'm being so cautious. We have sidewalk blocks. Yeah, right, I'm pretty sure under footpaths, or one of my other ones, we've got quite a few different styles of sidewalk. In fact, I think I have some sidewalk blocks in one of my other creators here. I think actually it's under concrete structures for grounded. And in fact, I could even lay down some pre-war stuff. Yeah, like pre-war sanctuary sidewalks. The only downside to this, I must admit, the downside to this is there is absolutely no nav mesh on any of this. Like we get glowing sea as well. Glowing sea corrosion. And the downside as well, if you place any of this, you can kind of tell it's a block. Like underneath here you have all the tile bits like you would a metal or wooden floor, which doesn't look very good. But we do have sidewalks like this. So we've got the sanctuary sidewalks, which is pretty much it, but that is all we really need. We've got the pre-war version and the post-war version. Post-war being the only thing we need. And it will look like a patch job, which doesn't bother me. Okay, so on this side we need to raise up this sidewalk just by a couple of units here. I'm going to scrap this sidewalk and scrap this sidewalk, which leaves the place awfully bare, but not for long. This path can be extended by one extra. I need to raise up these so that the grass doesn't clip, which is fine. Now under landscaping, parks, actually why do I have... Oh, there you go, we had all the sidewalk pieces here. I've never used these, but they might have a nav mesh that we could take advantage of. That would be ideal. Might actually be able to rebuild all these sidewalks. Count the number of times I've said sidewalks in this video. Actually don't, because I'll be quite embarrassed. Can I... I was going to say, can I lower that... Oh! Bloody provisioner. No, because if I lower that too much, I'm just gonna look silly. So you can have these broken sidewalks as well, which is kind of odd. Subway grates. Well, Jamaica Plain doesn't have a subway, so... Oh wow, you can even get the really large ones too. That's quite crazy, actually. Okay, how am I going to do this? So, under parks, grass. Well, at least we know they can walk on that. That's a good sign. Let's put in some grass just about here. Gonna have to deal with this silly body here. Oh, even that's too heavy to carry. I'm gonna have to build around this stuff, which is a shame. But it's not impossible. Not impossible at all. Let's take that out. This grass block here, in that case, we can replace this with a full-size block. So this is me improvising. This is me going, hang on a minute, what's working, what's not working? And this was me realising that's not working and attempting to resolve it. Yeah, so that can kind of highlight this area. Now these sidewalk tiles, I believe, would look better. Just trying to figure out the best way to do this. Because we're still maintaining the aesthetic. We're still maintaining the broken tiles. We're maintaining all that. Now, question is, do these snap? Yes, they do. That is ideal. These stairs go into a world hole, so I want to address that. Don't want a world hole. And the issue I'm now going to have is that they want to snap to literally everything. Is that good? That's good. That's good. And can we snap one more in this corner here? Just to give it perpendicular. Get it. Parallel. Parallel, perpendicular. I don't even know. You know, it's been... How many? I don't even know how many years now. 10, 11 years? Yeah. 11 years since I studied that kind of mathematics. And I hated school at the best of times, so... This looks too high up. Looks like too much of a step. So I'm going to lower these. Yes, that will shrink the road into the terrain a little bit. That's a bit too far. So we're going to raise that by 1, raise that by 2, raise that by 2. It's about as good as I'm going to get it, really. Oh, perfect. Thank you. Right. Now here's the thing. How do I get it to follow the side of this road without clipping through? Clip that upwards. These mini pieces are no good to me, so we're going to have to use the flat pieces. That's got a grate on it. These have all got rings. End piece. Nah, that's not going to work either. But we're going to have to do this quite surgically, I think. We've only got these as the smallest piece we own, essentially. That is way too small of a step. Please get your head out of your arse and do something. Please tell me that you are joking. Okay. Oh my god. Oh. Perfect. And you know what? That doesn't look that bad. Doesn't look that bad at all. That must be friendly because it's not attacking us. Because, you know, why would you attack if you're friendly? Now here's a trap I fall into. I get it so perfectly in place that I can then no longer snap anything else to it. And then I look and feel like an absolute div. Getting rotations correct is actually quite difficult. I'm sure there's probably an art to it, and I'm just like falling foul of it. That fits so perfectly. I don't know how I did that, but I'm going to take it. Okay, to give it the aesthetic, do we have some like pre-war style ones with curbs or anything like that? One that they can walk on, or are they all cracked and broken? No, we've got driveways, we've got curbs. No, we don't. Okay. No, we don't want. I don't want the grass. Actually, we will. We'll use the grass. I mean, this is the side of a public building, so it would make sense. So let's put the grass where we know we can fit it. We can put a curb to accentuate this. That fits, so problem is to get this grass to completely cover that up. It's going to be difficult because if I bring it up any further, it's going to stick up through the road and look absolutely ridiculous. I'd say that's high enough for a curb. And if I put a curb across here, we might get away with it. It's a problem. There's a problem. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, it's clear this curb is much higher than it needs to be. And it just looks silly. I'm probably like massively overcomplicating this, but when it comes to this kind of stuff, I'm a bit of a perfectionist, not to be confused with an idiot, which is mostly me as well, but is that high enough? Nope. So you can never quite get it to snap properly, and that always infuriates me, it really does. Perfect. That snaps. Okay, so we know the path is the correct height. That can be explained away with a curb. I'm happy with that. It's just this that looks absolutely silly. But if we raise all of these, how silly does it look in response? That's the question. Question is not will it blend, plot twist. There's probably something really obvious I'm missing here, and you guys are probably shouting at your computer screen, "Oi, just do this!" and I can't hear you. So for that, I am eternally sorry. Yeah, that sidewalk piece is slightly angled because it's pre-gen. Came with the terrain. We're going to have to deal with that bit there. That's a small imperfection I'm going to have to live with. That's as good as I'm going to get that. That's fine. Okay, yeah, the imperfections there are absolutely minuscule. That I can live with. And breathe. Okay. Right, so we need to put a curb in here. Curbs to separate the walking space. Right, so this is going to be a little bit tricky. This is like a very, very small retaining wall if you think about it. Yeah, we'll turn surface snap off just for a second. And we'll attach this curb. Yep, that's fine. Oh. I think pull it towards us just by a tad. That's it, just to line that up. Gonna bring that across to there. So if I'm being honest, why don't I just clip this into this excess piece of grass? Bring it up to bare like that and just tuck it in like so. That needs to come up and slightly towards me because the grass is poking through. But I think that looks fine now. This I can cover up. I can deal with that. This little gap in the triangular gap in the corner, again, that can be covered up with relative ease. Nope, like that. Change the step 5 times. Push this a tad away from me, and this one. Still covers the world hole, but the curb now meets up, which is what we want. And we'll put this curb over here, like so. Of course, we've got a curbed off area. We've got all of this now in grass. That is a very ugly looking house wall. A stain, get rid of that. Deco corner. That deco... Yeah, that deco corner is the entire bottom of this building. I don't really want to mess with that. But to keep up the continuity, I can just very gently sink a curb in there. Just so it doesn't look completely out of the ordinary. That looks fine. That is... Is that a cigar? Yes, it is. Move that in. Excellent. Yep, can't really tell there. Excellent. Now we're going to take this bench. I'm going to place a couple of benches along the walkway. I can turn the surface snap back on. We'll sink this into the floor ever so slightly. And there is another bench, which is exactly what I want. I'm going to place that a bit further along. Straighten them up and sink this one into the floor as well, like that. There is also, I believe, some bins. I want to put a bin in between these. Not a mannequin. I don't want a mannequin. Come on, there's a bin here. No, not that type of bin, thank you. Not that one. Okay, it must be under Homemaker then. God's sake. Decorations. Exterior. This is the problem with all these mods. I don't have a search function with these. I'm kind of scared of downloading anything more, since my game already likes to half corrupt on me. I don't actually think there's an outdoor bin on these either. Oh god, I'm not getting very lucky, am I? I'm seriously not getting very lucky. Alright, fine. We'll leave the bin. I'll get a bin off camera. That pistol can be scrapped. Right. Flowers and decorations. We're going to stick with the Snappy Builds ones for now. Landscaping. So sidewalk and parks, the foundation edges will have exactly what we need, provided they don't snap. Oof. Excellent. Cool. So bring that towards me ever so slightly, tuck it down one. Bring it away from the wall so it doesn't glitch in and look silly. I think we can just simply snap another one here. Yes, we can. That is very slightly too much to the right. So let's bring this back a few units. It's got a very small gap there and a very small gap there. That is absolutely handy dandy fine. I'm thinking we're going to need a residential light there, but it is getting to daytime, so I couldn't really comment on that. Now, where I found those individual pieces of terrain were fairly certain under Homemaker, decorations, landscaping, and here it all is. How I didn't see this originally, I don't know. I must have been an idiot when I first did this. Turn off surface snap, please, because that thing gets on my nerves. And we can put some rose bushes across the top here. We'll alternate the colours so they don't look exactly the same. So we'll have pink, white, pink, white. We'll leave a gap. And then we'll go white, pink, white, pink. I've put those a little bit too far to the right, so we'll move them back a tad so they're actually in the planter and not in the concrete. And I'm thinking we can stick a living tree in here. This evergreen actually looks quite good. Bring it out of the concrete. How does that look? I like the way someone's already using the cut through. That's quite nice. At least we know they can nav mesh on it. Yeah, that looks good. That looks very good, actually. Right. Now we have the guest house. Now this guest house is an absolute shadow of what I want it to be, but we're soon going to change that. This is going to be like a hotel. It's probably going to be like an outdoor club. It's going to be, it's going to be all that kind of stuff here. Up here is going to be an extension of this. It's going to be like a little park for you to cut through and come out this end. I might actually lay that out here. Okay, so let's scrap these sidewalk curbs. Yes, it will reveal the grass underneath. I want to leave the planters because they won't be seen after I'm done here, so that's fine. The retaining wall stairs. Okay, back to our snappy builds. And it's got stuck for a second. Back to landscaping. Let's get some more sidewalks in. Now from here we want it to connect to here. Let's see how well they're lined up. I imagine because these are all retaining walls, they'll be fine. So we're going to put in, that is the busted ass grass. Okay, so we want a good sidewalk. Okay, can we actually get this to snap to anything is the question. Yes, we can, but it's too far away. So we're going to have to do our own custom snap here. So can I get this straight line across the wall? I mean, that looks as good as I'm going to get it. Right, these deco stairs, I think they can go. I want to keep this wall here, but the problem is that's slightly too long. Can I put a half in here and another half? No, I can't, because this needs to be a junction. This needs to be a T-junction for the path. That's right. Then I need to put another half. Then I need to put a corner. How well does that line up? Not too badly. Doesn't line up that badly, but and that is the problem, because I can't snap it. It's also wonky, so it's not been put in straight. For goodness sake, I love this game sometimes. Absolutely love this game. So yeah, if you follow that wall, not in straight. We need something to snap this to. What is this looking like down here? Can I snap to the top of this? I can. Lovely. Right, that's going to need to be in like that. We need to make it turn again. We can afford to put in a full-size piece. think another half. Then a T-junction. This can go straight out of the park. These retaining walls will be removed, by the way, just to let you know. I don't plan to keep those retaining walls. That's not that bad, actually. Might have to do a little bit of work on the entrance here, but we'll sort that out when we get to it. This needs to go once more. Once more. Or do we just... I'm going to be taking a risk doing this, but I can make it hang a left. What is stopping us? These retaining wall stairs. Pushing this over. I mean, that's a bit of a crappy world void, but it's a standard retaining wall. Okay, let's put another straight piece in so it's got something to snap to. The retaining wall... I mean, I'm going to get rid of this retaining wall anyway. Okay, it snaps. It's about the size I'm looking for. I'm going to scrap this wall. I'm going to move these stairs in place. Yeah, it's not going to quite match up. Mainly because of the sidewalk bit at the bottom here. What do we do? What do we do? Because if I bring it up to match the sidewalk at the bottom, it doesn't match properly. Can I shrink it? Is a good question. Yes, I can. I can shrink this. I'm fairly certain the staircase on the other side is shrunk to meet up. If I remove this curb and make it back to its original size, can I make it meet up? Look at all this surgical precision I'm doing here. It can. Looks a little bit goofy, I will admit. Here's a question. Can I extend this path, make it hang a left, hang a right, hang another right, and have it meet up? Oh, just snap to what I want for once, will you? No. The answer is no. No, I cannot. Unless... let's just say I put an extra half, then made it hang a left up this side. Oh, that is so close. So close. There's got to be a way to do this. This is too good of an opportunity to miss. Way too good. Right, let's match the stairs with this. Like, almost exactly match it. That matches. If I move that up, make it snapped, like so, and let's make the rest follow suit. Yes, it's going to miss a line, ever so slightly, but I think I can make this worth it. I could put a retaining wall in to keep the height of this park without making it look absolutely silly. Yes. Okay, this retaining wall is slumped into the floor. That is what I was hoping for. I was hoping this retaining wall staircase would be fine, and it is. Okay, I think we're saved. We have to adjust the height of this accordingly. This building's going to be raised anyway, because it needs to get over that rubble, which won't cause a problem. This retaining wall I want to keep, mainly because it separates two heights. Yeah, it separates the top height from the bottom. This I'm going to keep to one side for now. The retaining wall here, we can use a standard retaining wall. You guys using a different size retaining wall? I could just put my own retaining wall in and be done with it. If I removed all of these retaining walls, what would it do? Absolutely nothing. Yeah, you can tell some of these pieces have been properly resized. Not by much, but you can tell they've been resized. Excellent. That can shift over. That is absolutely fine. I can live with that. The wall caps need to go on, but I think these need to be higher. So yeah, if I'm standing on them, or standing next to them, they need to be about waist high. I mean, I can bring them up if there's a problem. So let's bring this retaining wall up. Bring up the end cap here. Yes, I am aware that this will now be out of sync, but that does not matter. I can put this end cap back in its place now. Right on this corner. Cool. Just for reference, let's put the grass block in here to give a reference height. That's about right. Yep. Yeah, I'd say that's about the right height for the retaining wall. So we'll put in the wall cap to top the wall off. Excellent. these paths connect. I am incredibly surprised I was able to get those to connect as well as I have. I did expect those to just not work. I don't think there's a way to really sync that properly, so we'll just leave it as it is. These planters will need to have their heights adjusted, but again, that is not an issue. I could use the existing retaining wall on this build. Let's remove that. I'm going to put in a half block instead, so the entrance of the park doesn't come out as far. A pond. Can I actually get a pond in here without it looking absolutely silly? I'm just testing this out, by the way. I think I can. Oh. Okay, so you can't actually sink into this. Yeah, you... Oh no, you do actually sink into it. Okay, understood. So, in third person, you sink into it. Oh, I've got this movement glitch again. There we go. Right, so in third person, you sink into it, but you bounce back up in third person. First person, sorry. That's okay. That is actually okay. Another question, though. Can I potentially link up this door if I have two ponds in this place? I don't think I can. I mean, there's a half here. There's a half here and a straight. And a corner. Okay, no, that makes sense. I'm just confusing myself. Don't want to do that now. I don't think I want a door here, though I might put a window. Might put a window overlooking this little greenery. So that's fine. Let's get some proper grass. And we'll fill this in because I feel this is to an adequate standard. Move the lamppost. Don't need that. Put the correct style of grass in. And we'll raise these by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 steps. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right, so the park has been lifted. That is going to bother me with the evergreen not being in the middle. I'll be honest. I'm petty like that, but that would annoy me. That gap is close enough there. Just slightly spread these out. I could probably put a small rose bush there just to cover that up. That's fine. Now, under the homemaker section, with the outdoor decorations, I will put some more living trees. Oh my lord, that is massive. I think the evergreens would look better. Let's stick to the evergreens. So the evergreens we can plant here. My depth perception is pretty terrible, so we'll just ensure I've done that correctly. That's fine. Yes, I know this isn't centered coming out, but it's kind of the limitations of geography. If I wanted to get that perfectly straight, I would have to completely disrespect geography to do that, which I'm not prepared to do. I'll be honest. Right, here's the kicker. How do we perfect this retaining wall? Because I want to get some steps up to here. Now, the shell kit, I think, has the best... Is it the shell kit? Actually, no, I don't think it is. I think it's the house kit. I think that's made of wood. I don't really want that. Oh. Okay. This is going to really annoy me because I absolutely know for certain that I have a beautiful piece in here to use. That will bug me. But the point remains, this retaining wall needs to come in a few meters, or a meter, I should say. Okay, that doesn't snap. That's annoying. Oh, for goodness sake, what the hell is going on now? Whatever. Just floor him. It's a full-size settlement assault. That's good. Off with his head. That's good night for him. Almost good night for him. %69%. Sit down, that tin can ain't gonna save you. Calm down. Okay, this is quite a small assault, this is fine.
Yeah.
I'd like to trade some items.
Okay.
Oh, we've got the sound glitch. How did I know that was going to happen? Right, never mind. We've got an extra perk. I don't even know what to take at this point, I'll be totally honest. Might as well just max out the specials, I guess. Yeah, we'll max out our specials. Just get an extra intelligence point. Okay, you're going to have to put up with that noise for a little while. It's okay, we're near the end of the video anyway. Shouldn't be too long. Okay, so snappy builds. These retaining walls. I can get like corner pieces like this. So if we use this as a point of reference, and if it actually snapped properly, so we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, and we will get rid of these water pumps, by the way. That was just a temporary measure. And we'll put in this retaining wall. Are you going to snap and play ball? Probably not. You're not going to play ball, are you? Okay, you will there. Round piece. God, I hate the snapping in this game. I really do. The reason I put this is because I think it's going to fit the wrought iron fence that we have. Yeah, like that will... That's like a perfect fit for it. If we can just get it to snap to the correct place. I mean, yes, that is fine. Sounds like there's a warthog over my head, doesn't it? It does genuinely sound like there's a warthog. And I can adapt the end of this. How much of that? Basically the top part of the cone is sticking over like that. And if I put one of these on there, that's quite annoying, but we'll deal with that. Okay, so we now need to do something about this other side. Okay. Right, let's scrap this piece of retaining wall here, and we'll put in the curve. That snaps, that's fine. Slightly asymmetrical, but I won't lose sleep over it. That needs to attach this way. And the wrought iron fence needs to cover over that. I hate snapping. Okay, can the wrought iron fence now curl round using this? Yes, it can. Fantastic. Scrap this, scrap that. Put in one standard wall piece. Use the wrought iron post, like that. Put in another piece. Why did you do that? There you go. And then move this along. Okay, that is what I was afraid of. It's not going to fit. However, I don't plan to leave this house standing because I can actually scrap it, which is ideal. If I were to put in another curve, what would that look like? It would come to just about here. I reckon I could live with that. I think that would be fine. But do we have any tighter curves or anything like that I can use? No, just different styles of wall. And then of course you've got the end posts somewhere. I could always make that end cap bigger to account for that, so let's do that. Let us do that. Perfect. So we'll put another piece of retaining wall in. Why is that so massive? It goes down there. Fantastic. Then it needs this end cap. Then it has one more piece of wall. End cap. One piece of wall. I'm going to pull this back ever so slightly so that it fits much more snugly. Don't want that to go just yet, so I will leave that foundation in. Select the wall piece. Push that back by one more. $110, $115, $125. That explains why that piece is so much bigger. Not quite needed though. Okay, that overhangs that just a bit. We can move that over. End cap on top. Yeah, I could move these over just that tiny mark. Or it could just snap to everywhere but where I want it to snap to. That could work and all. Yep, snap that. Snap that. Snap that. And snap that. And then snap that 2 more. Okay. We are going to need a post for this corner. Now, sadly, I don't think I can actually get these posts, so we're going to have to improvise with one of these. Now, the cap of this comes up just a short distance up, so I think this needs to be increased. Nope, down a little bit. Tuck that against the wall. Let's install a piece on top of it and budge that out by a few. That, I think, looks fine. Okay, we're getting there. The joys of being a bloody perfectionist. Now, this building here is not in use, so it doesn't matter if the grass here overhangs. So we're just going to plough in this grass. This is going to be raised anyway. This grass can also just be ploughed in. Oh, please. Oh, please. Don't do this to me. And the half blocks aren't big enough. Oh, screw my life. Okay, we're going to have to do a bit of creative work for this as well. Okay, so the grass blocks. Can I fit a grass? Just snap, for crying out loud. Like, I could snap so much to this. And nothing is going to snap. There we go. That side is fine. This is going to get removed, but I'll sort out the grass on the other side. I can't be bothered to worry about that right now. Okay, this is the bit that's going to annoy me. We're going to have to put the... we have to snap the half grass blocks in. And then we're going to have to peel them back, like, ever so carefully, until they clip inside the fences here. And you've just broken my snapping again, basically. Okay. And it's slightly lifted. Great. Thing is, I'm only using the horizontal, like, movement buttons. The fact that it can then get out of height alignment is a bit beyond me, really, but we'll just have to live with it. Welcome to the joys and pains of being the Fallout 4 landscaper. Oh, that was a new one on me, but well played. Okay. I might have to incorporate this side into the build next to it, but because if I pull that back too much, it's not actually going to cover what I need it to cover. Like that. Like that. Okay, there's a very slight triangle in that corner. That's fine. I'm not going to lose sleep over that. It's not much I lose sleep over anyway. These height differences are going to really annoy me though. I'm sure it's the way the grass is designed, but I'll have to cover that up with some other plan. Oh. Right, push this into the wall. Push that into the wall. Tad further. Slide that into the wall that way. That can be covered up. That little corner. That's absolutely fine. This water pump is going to move. Yeah, don't worry guys, we will be finished in a minute. You won't have to put up with that. You know, I'm just gonna remove the pumps completely. We've got water from other settlements to compete with, so that's fine. I'm gonna play it safe with the raw iron here. Why are you snapping to a house which isn't even part of the set? Like seriously. $20, $30. Right, now I can see what I'm doing. Put in this gate here, that gate there. Do I have a short piece? Yes, I do. You know what, we'll deal with that. That's fine. 10 units up. 5 units up. That's fine. That is going to get removed, so I'll leave that as it is. We have the grass we need to put in here. Oh, thank God for that. It snaps. Oh, that was way more pain than it was worth. My God. Okay. I don't think it's in here. No, it's not. No, it is not. Definitely not. It's going to be under concrete, isn't it? Jersey barricades. Cinder blocks. Oh, I seriously give up. I actually give up. Where on earth has this thing gone? No, it's not under the concrete. Miscellaneous. Nope. I don't think it's under this either. Nope. Oh, screw my life. Actually, screw my life. Where is it? Like I've literally got like sanctuary house stairs is what I'm looking for, and I can't even find it. It can't be under a shell kit. It just can't. It cannot be under this. Yeah, just snap that on there. Plug, subways, glass. That's high-tech lighting. I'll just use this one instead. Yes, it doesn't look like it matches that well, but it's the best option we really have. Oh, right. My God, that was painful. Absolutely painful. Oh, just kill me now. Right. That is the soft yellow lighting. So let's put that lighting in. I'm going to hide this grass on either side, just by a tad. Hang on, is that? Okay, yeah, that is the correct one. The soft yellow glow. We're going to put a street lamp in the middle there. Take this away. We'll put a standard residential light there. And we'll put a residential light here. Put one here. And we'll shove one here. It's got a nice soft glow to it. We like that. Now this building does look quite ugly, but that doesn't matter. We get a moment's peace around here. Okay. Now we'll pull the same kind of trick that we did earlier. We're going to put in these flower beds. I mean, this entire side of the city is featuring this, so we might as well keep it up. Now that can snap, and then I can wiggle it across ever so. Oh. Deco. Never mind. Move that across 10 units. 10 units, 10 units. That's brilliant. Five units out. That will obviously be the same thing. Beautiful. Now we put one on this side. Can you really not handle a bunch of super mutants? Do I literally have to come and help you? Oh, settlers are like, I swear, incapable of defending themselves at the best of times. Suppose I'd best come and help you then. And take that. Hit the deck. Just gonna farm up as much crit as I can. I swore I killed all these super mutants as well. It's a full-blown attack anyway. We'll finish this and then I'll end off the episode. Hey! Full crit. Oh, 2 full crits. That's good. Come on. You guys ain't shit. Coming along with all your miniguns. As though I care. And dead. Oh, I just got a lovely collateral there. And side of the head, collect. Super Mutant Warlord. Take that. Oh, he's got a lot of health to his head. Not anymore, he hasn't. That hurt, didn't it? Right. Oh my god, that sound. Oh, this game has the worst sound glitches like ever. Oh, probably gets on your nerves. Okay. Back to here. Leave it out. Bloody hell. Yeah, so we're going to leave this separated because it separates this line from down there. Okay. You guys quite finished? I guess not. Never mind. To be honest, this park has been more trouble than I thought it would, so this is where I'm going to leave it. Excuse me. This is where I'm going to leave it. If you guys have enjoyed this build, it's still not quite finished. I will add some more details in the next episode, but if you have enjoyed, please make sure you like, you comment, you subscribe, you do all those lovely things. Helps me out, gets us where we need to be, gets these builds going. I'm literally ending the video in the middle of a war zone. Lovely. But until then, guys, have a good one, and I will see you in the next video. Peace out and goodbye.